ni Skillslearningnetwork for Excellence Learning. Karibu sana. Kama kwanza unatembelea channel hii, tafadhali ni kuombe uweze kusubscribe, utaweza kushare na kuweza kucomment kwa kile ambacho unatizama au unasikiliza hapa. Bila shaka umeweza kuona kile ambacho unakiona hapo ndani ya screen yako hapo. Bila shaka ni specific objective determination of atomic mass of unknown element. Na leo tupo katika experiment number 1. Volumetric analysis or volumetric titration. Kama ni mara yako ya kwanza kuweza kusubscribe, utaweza kupata notification ya somo linalopita, lakini pia utapata fursa kupata introduction iliyopita hapo mwanzo kabla tujafika katika experiment ya leo ambayo inatazama hapo. Kwa majina naitwa Mr. Maguru, najihusisha na masuala ya physics, chemistry, biology practicals. Utaweza kunipata kupitia channel hii, utaweza kuweka namba yangu mwisho hapo. Uweze kufanya vizuri katika masomo hayo. Na hii ni tutorial muhimu sana. Usiondoke. Experiment number 1. You are provided with the following solutions. You have solution AA made by diluting 10 of 2 ml of hydrochloric acid up to 200 ml of solution. Solution B made by dissolving that 5.6 gram of ZOH. This Z, according to our specific objective, Z is unknown, so we are going to determine at the end of the question or within calculations to know what was ZOH. Then we are going to determine the full compound. Our indicator is the phenolphthalein indicator. Procedure is that one. We are supposed to pipette 25 or 20. It depends. Not use both pipette. Just choose one pipette of solution B. Then you are going to put in conical flask. Add to it 2 drops of indicator. That is procedure. Then you can use 2 drops or 3, but it depends the concentration of your indicator. If it is lower concentration, you can use 3 drops, but if it is standard, you can use only 2 drops enough it. Then you are going to put solution A into a burette. Then after that, you are supposed to titrate B against A until then you are going to observe the color change. Remember that you have a POP indicator. Then you are supposed to repeat procedure in order to get at least another 3 more readings of a burette. So you perform titration 1, 2, 3. Then when you add, you mix with the pilot, almost you have 4 data. Then you see the questions after procedure, after titration, you see the questions. Dash of B, that is our questions. Roman 2, the color change for the action was dash to dash. Why did the color change? Solution. Why did the color of the solution change B? Or why we observe the color change after titration between acid and base of A and B against B? Another questions, assume that instead of using hydrochloric acid, what will happen when you use sulfuric acid of the same molarity as in hydrochloric acid? What will it be? We are going to see on calculations on the answers. Name the apparatus used for measuring volume of A or double A. Why you use apparatus to measure A? If you use burette, why you have used that? Then write balance between the question for the action. First, calculate the molarity of solution A in mole per dm, the molarity of solution B in mole per decimeter cube. Then at the end, we are going to determine the element Z. Tuweze kuwa pamoja, usiondoke, majibu yanakuja hapa hapa. Tuende kwa moja katika answers. Bila shaka unaona mtiririko hapo uko vizuri kabisa. Na imani kupitia hapo tutaweza kufundisha, tutaweza kuelewa na tutaweza kufanya calculation nzuri kupitia format hii. Na haya ni maswali ambayo yanatoka moja kwa moja, hakuna ubabaishaji wote. Kwa hiyo tuzidi kuwa pamoja hapa. Namna ilivyopangiliwa hapo katika answers, you're supposed to write a purpose used, build used before anything of a table results. And you're supposed to consider that table results, you're supposed to record your volume in 2 decimal place. That you see 25.0, 0.00. I think you see this is our format of recording. And then make sure you have a units of the volume, units of the volume, units of the volume. Even any data you're supposed to have a unit. Average volume used is among the questions asked above there. The average volume, V1 of volume 1, 2, 3, then divide. That is our question. It means volume 1 from the table. This is the pilot is not included because it's saying that the estimation volume. So we use this one, 2, 3. So it means after calculation of volume used, we see here 25 of B. B was base. It means pipette used was 25. The volume required to neutralize this one was 25 also. So ending point was 25 mils of acid. The color change for the reaction was from pink to colorless. Remember that we have used the POP indicator or phenolphthalein indicator. So the color change from base is pink, then in neutral, not in acid, in neutral is colorless. The color changed because why the color change appear, or why the solution color changed? The color changed or the solution color observed because the reaction has completely reacted, or the reaction has reached at the ending point or at the end point. There is a questions, what will happen when you use sulfuric acid? When you use sulfuric acid, how you are supposed to calculate these questions? The first, you are supposed to balance those questions between hydrochloric acid and Z hydroxide. Then you're supposed to balance sulfuric acid and Z hydroxide. Then you will see the molar ratio. When you see here is 1 to 1. Mole base is 1, mole of acid is 2. When you come this reaction, it means 1 mole of acid, 2 mole of base. So there is a changes. So what will happen in tighter volume? The answer is there was a change in theta value. Yes, there is a difference. So would be a difference in theta value because of the changes of number of mole of base when reacting with sulfuric acid. Then you see here when is reacted in hydrochloric acid, there was 1 mole of base, but in sulfuric acid was 2. So this is the answer. You can answer even other compounds by using this format. What apparatus used to measure the volume of A? The volume of A is measured by burette. This is our answer for that questions. Why you use burette? Why you use burette? Because the burette is the best because of measuring the accurate volume of the liquid. Among of them is solution A. Balanced chemical equation according to our titrant. That is our balanced chemical equation, and then you're supposed to write on that way. Then calculations molarity of solution A in mole per decimeter cube. According to our data, it means 10 mils of 2 molarity was diluted up to 200 mils. So there is a dilution concept. So in order to get the molarity of diluted, we are supposed to use dilution formula. That is our dilution formula that you see here. That is a dilution formula. Molarity of 1 is 2m. Volume 1 was 10. Molarity of 2 that was required. Volume 2 that was up to diluted to 200. Then you're supposed to get the molality of 2. That is our calculations. Do you see? It's very nice calculated. So it's a good arrangement. So the mark can mark you without any bias. Then after molality of solution A, then we are going to calculate molality of solution B or double B in more PDF. Apart from that, the acid, because we have acid, so ZOH is unknown compound, so we are supposed to use molar ratio formula or MAVA in order to get the MB. I think you see that is our data there. Then molarity of base is that one. Molarity of base is 0.1. Make sure you use unit and not leave it here, kwa maana kwamba usiishie kuandika kwamba MB ni sawa na 0.1. Just write the conclusion of the answer. The molarity of solution B is that one. To identify element Z, molar mass, you're supposed to find the molar mass of the first whole compounds. Because Z is unknown, so we are supposed to find the whole molar mass in order to get it, to remain the compound, then to remain the volume, the value of Z. So molar mass is concentration of molality. Molality of base is here. Concentration according to our data we have provided there was 5.6 dissolved in 1 dm. So the concentration is mass over volume. Then you calculate concentration first. Then you are going to, after concentration, you are going to put in this formula. Then our data is here. Then the molar mass is 56 gram per mole. I remind you, unit is very important. So element Z is calculated in that way. I think that's the end for our experiment number 1. Thank you for watching this one through Skills Learning Network. I think you have enjoyed these questions. Thank you. Usisahau kusubscribe, kushare somo hili litamfundisha mwingine kama ulivyojifunza hapo. Kama tulivyoeleza katika experiment number 1, hapa tunaendelea na experiment number 2, na hii ni chapter 1, our determination of atomic mass of unknown element. Tumeona kwamba element Z is potassium. Thank you for listening me.